Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, Adab. Hello, dosto, my dear friends. Welcome to day 22 of your Power BI journey with DivKLearner, where every day we get one step closer to becoming job ready data warriors. Today's topic may look simple, but trust me, it's a total game changer. We are learning how to replace values and handle errors in your data set. Because let's be honest, dirty data is equal to dirty insight, and we can't afford to mess up, especially when decision depends on our reports, right? Now picture this. You have built a beautiful dashboard, looks great, but then someone spots Cali instead of California and 999 in the sales column, or worse, there's an ugly error symbol because of divide by zero or any other error. That is not a technical issue, that's a credibility killer. But don't worry, today I'll show you how to fix all that in just a few clicks. In the next in the next couple of minutes, you will learn how to find and replace incorrect values with the correct ones, how to catch errors in calculation and replace them smartly, the best practices that keep your data clean and your visual professional, and yes, all this without writing a single line of code. Before we start the demo, just a small request. If this helps you save time today, maybe you can spend that time on something close to your heart, a moment with family, a quick chat with a friend, or doing something you truly love. If you believe that's worth it, please like, share, and subscribe. And share it with someone you feel we can make a difference to their life too. Let's begin. So let's open up the Power BI desktop. I go to the report. I create a new report. I go to get data from the Excel and I take this value of day 22 cleaning and I select table 1 and click on transform data. Now you'll be able to see that the data is having some issues. Sales should not be alphanumeric, it should be numeric. The moment I try to change it to a numeric data type, I can click here to change it to just make it the whole number. I see the errors. So if you see the errors, what you can do is you can do a right click here and you can say replace error, and we can say replace error with 0, and I click on OK, and you will see all the errors are gone, right? I don't see any other error and I only see 0. So that is how you can replace an error. The next thing is replacing the values. So here in the sales again, you see a lot of values as 9999. So 4 times 9. So if I click on this, and if I have in my view, I have that column profile being checked, you will see I'm seeing the data set for total of 1000 rows, and out of that 1000 rows, maximum is 999. I can show it for the complete entire data set, usually not recommended, but yeah, that's there. So now I think this 999 is a mistake. I cannot take that into consideration. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a right click and I say replace values. I can do it from here, or I can do a right click here and go and replace the value. I'll have to type in the value here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and click on replace values and I'll put in 0 and I'll click on OK. So the moment I click on OK, you will see that all 999s are gone and I only see the value as 0. So everything in 999 has been changed to 0. If I go to region, I see a mistake there as well. I see Cali. Cali is no state. It is California. So somebody or some people have, when they have typed in California. They went with a shortcut and they wrote down Cali instead of the California. So I see it here as well. I'll do the same thing. I'll do a right click, replace value, and I want to name it as California. If my spelling is correct, and I click on OK, when I go into this, I will see all the Cali being changed to California. So yeah, California. Okay, did I do something wrong? I can check it from here. This is California, and I see one value as this one here as well. California, that's here. What is this? California, Fornia. Right, so I see this value here. I do a right click, replace the value, and I say I want to replace it with California because this is also wrong. Let me just copy it and then I'll correct the spelling. And I click on OK. So now if you see, it has only California, Texas, New York, Illinois, Florida, Texas, Illinois. So I see two of them as Illinois as well. And I see Florida as being wrong and New York also being wrong. So let's just try to find out the other ones and try to work on it. So this one, this is replace value and it has to be Florida. And I click on OK. Again, go here and check. Yeah, so New York, I need to check this New York, which is not having an E there. So I'll do a right click and say replace value. And this has to be New York. So I can click on OK. So I'll have to do it again and again. And you're seeing that these steps are getting added. I click here again. I see two values for Texas as well. So this one is there. So I say replace value and it has to be Texas. I click on OK. I go back. So I've got that thing is corrected and this I'll be replacing the value. It's the same, but it has an S at the end. So now let's see. Okay, I think I did something with double S. Okay, let's see the last step that we had. Illinois. Hmm. If I'll just go back and then I check it, it was having only one single S. Oh yeah. So now you see that the problem that I'm seeing here is in the last step, if I do a double click, right? I've said that replace all the Illinois with the Illinoises. So let's see the advanced settings, right? Match entire cell content. So if I do a check here and then click on OK, and then I check here, it is still okay. Did I check that here? No, I didn't check on the same part. If I check here, I'm still no. Now everything is fine, right? Now, how did that happen is because here I said that match the entire cell content. So it will be matching. If I remove this, what it is doing is it's finding the value as Illinois in the Illinois as well. So Illinois in Illinois as well, and then it is putting an S. So that's the reason it was showing us 2S. If I do an OK, you will see if I go and check the sample, right? Did I remove the check mark? I removed it and then I clicked on OK. Now it is not doing it, but let's just refresh the preview. It's taking it now correctly, but I initially we saw that it required this text mark, check mark to be done there so that we have the entire set only. And that's where we were seeing Illinois with double S, right? So this is how we have rectified this particular column. We have rectified this column as well with numbers. Now profit is fine as well. Sometimes the profit can be negative. Let's try to do one thing. Let's try to create another column. So I'll go to add column and I will click on um, custom column. And this time my column's name is profit percentage. And then profit percentage is calculated by dividing profit by sales. And I click on OK. And you will see that I'm getting certain errors like infinity, minus infinity, those kind of things. Now, why did you get infinity? Because you were dividing some number with a zero, which was positive. Why did you get negative infinity? Because you're dividing a negative number with the zero. You also got not a number. So when zero is divided by zero, you get not a number. Now, how would you do that? How would you rectify this? For this, I can do a right click on the infinity. I say replace value, and I want to replace this value with zero and click on OK, right? Now, the other thing is minus infinity. I can do a right click on the minus infinity and replace value, and I'll put in zero and click on OK. And all my minus infinity would be gone. So if I see here, I only see not a number. Now, this not a number is a very special thing which we have here, right, in Power BI. If I try to do a right click on the not a number and replace the value and say zero and click on OK, you will see that it is not changing the value. Why? Because you cannot compare not a number. So in order to work on this, what I'll do is I will add another column with the type of conditional column, right? So here, what I'm going to do is I'll give it a name as NAN corrected profit percentage. So here I will say I cannot compare. If I go to the profit percentage, and I will not be able to say that it is equal to NAN, right? Because that way it will not work. So we'll act a bit smart. What we'll do is we'll say if the sales equals zero, right, then the output is zero. If it is not, right, in the else part, what I'm going to do is I'll say select the value of the column and I will say profit percentage and I'll click on OK. So before I click on OK, what I've done is I've written down sales equals zero. So if the sales is zero, then the output is zero. Else, if the sales is not zero, then the output is the profit percentage. So if I click on OK, you can see that not a number error is gone now. That is how we can smartly remove not an error issue. So now if I want to use it in the front end, what I can do is I can click on close and apply. This will apply the changes here. You will see this thing coming in there and you will have the datas here. Datas for this profit percentage. This is the actual profit percentage which is having errors. This is the profit, this is sales, and this is region. So this is the part of the demo that I wanted to show you, right? So best practices, always review column quality before and after replacing values. We were checking the column profiling as well. The column quality was on the top. Don't replace without understanding why the value is wrong. So you have to first understand the significance of it. Avoid hiding errors blindly. Fix the cause whenever possible. What we did till now, the first thing we did was we load the sample file with the messy entries. We replaced value to convert various states into the right name. We handle the not a number value. We handle the infinity minus infinity, right? And we did all step by step. You can follow the same video to do the same thing and then check the impact of it as well. Now, here's the thing. When you clean your data before visualizing it, you avoid headache later. Client trust your numbers. Your dashboard speaks clearly. It is the difference between a good analyst and a great one. And that's what DivKLearner is here to help you become, right? Let's make this more interactive. Have you ever faced weird values like 4 times 0, misspelled countries, or unexplained blank fields in your data? Drop your experience in the comment. I will try to work on your story into a solution video. Your one comment can help 100 of other learners, so go for it. Right. So again, if you have any questions, you can post your questions here. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.